to myself, what a wonderful world.
I think you guys already know what I've just picked up from the smile on my face. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Nice and quick intro for this video. You guys already know what's up. I've got the bandage stills back. Let's crack on with this video. I do want to quickly mention that a lot of people have been asking me when the next meet I'm attending is, and that'll be the horsepower event at Herbie's Diner. So exactly the same location as a Fiesta 123 meet, and it's also hosted by AD Bright. The only difference is any car is welcome, and he wants to completely pack out the car park, so let's get as many people as we can to that. All the details will be in the description of this video. So I have just picked up my banded stills from Blast Coat. They have been fully sandblasted and then powder coated as well as the caps. I can definitely tell the difference in the quality of the job compared to when I first got them sprayed. These are much thicker and the coating feels really nice and tough. Also got the caps done as well, so yeah, really happy. So even though the banded stills have been painted inside and along where the tyre sits, I'm still gonna seal up these welds because I never want these to leak ever again. And the weapon of choice is this Tiger Seal. I've been recommended this by a couple of people, and yeah, it basically it does what it says on the tin, seals. So what I'm going to be doing is running a bead literally on top of the welds. There's two on each wheel. I'm going to run the Tiger Seal along them, so if there's any tiny little pinholes from where the welding was done originally, it should never leak. So without further ado, let's get on with sealing all of these wheels up. Although I've just had a bit of a blonde moment, yeah, gonna need one of them bloody gun things for this to push it up. That's what I'm talking about. There we go, all four banded stills are now completely sealed up. The last ones I done got a lot more neater than the first one, but they're all sealed up nonetheless, and I'm never going to see this anyway because that's where the tyre goes. So plan of action next is to get the snowflake wheels off of the Mk2 and in the car, and then once the sealant has dried on these banded stills, I'll whack them in the boot as well, and then I'll change them at work tomorrow.
Hours later.
You join me on yet another day where I'm picking up this video. I've just waxed 3 of the banded stills and I'm just on the last one now. I'm using this Fusso coat, really good. I'd recommend this to anyone. Just going to get that last wheel all waxed up and I'll get them on the Mk2 and talk about what I'm going to do to finish this video off. Right, so it is worth noting that when you get wheels powder coated or whatever, you need to take off the slight bit of paint that gets in the wheel bolt holes and also where the hubs fit on. Yeah, mine don't actually fit on at the moment because it's so thick, and if you leave it on there, there's a slight possibility that it could make the wheel bolts come loose, but that's a bit exaggerated. So Dad's been doing his wheels today. Obviously that explains the thumbnail. Here's one that he's already done. That's the problem with white wheels. Now I've got all the banded steels back on the Mk2. Love the way it looks. I don't think I'd ever have any other set of wheels on it. I just, yeah, could never get rid of these banded steels. But I am in a bit of a predicament now. So I've got these big caps, which originally came with the wheels, and these smaller caps, which is what I was using last time. So what I want you guys to decide for me is whether I should do big cap or little cap. I'll put them on. And yeah, whack it down in the comment section below which ones you think I should put on. There is a slight bit of a backstory to these caps because I wanted to get the original ones in much better condition, which I picked up from a bloke called Robbie a month ago now. And I picked these up because they're the originals. I was running these ones, but they just don't fit properly. If anyone knows how to get these to fit properly, it's just the back metal ring pops out too far, so I might have to adjust them. But let me know which ones you think suit better in the comment section below. So the banded steels are now back fitted onto the Mk2. I'm just as happy as usual because they look really good, and now that they've been powder coated, I can safely say they're going to last. But this isn't the end of the video. I'm actually going to be taking off the front bumper to carry out another job that is next on the list. As you've just seen, I have removed the front bumper off the Mk2. If quite a lot of you remember, at the start of this year, I got some paintwork done on the Mk2. I got all of this side pretty much done and the bonnet, but there is actually a line here. The main reason for this difference is when I got the bumpers sprayed by the person I go and get my paintwork done, he actually colour matched it to the faded maritime blue and it looked good. But when I had a discussion with him when we done this whole side and the bonnet, he said he'll do it maritime blue like as it come out of the factory, so when I get other stuff done it'll be easier to match up. That's why there is a line, because this is the old faded paintwork and this is what the maritime blue would have been like when it comes out of the factory. So instead of getting the whole car resprayed, I'm just going to blend it in because it is actually blended in on the boot and it looks all right. So yeah, I'm going to run my mop over this, over the whole front panel, and the other parts like the bonnet and all of this side do actually need polishing since it's come back from the paintwork about 3 months ago now, and yeah, it does need the mop over it. Also, another reason for taking the bumper off is that it's actually starting to rust a tiny bit. Just up here, it's a little bit of surface rust. I am pretty much a perfectionist, so I did actually see that coming through and I want to deal with that as soon as it comes through. Look, you can see it's just coming off there, but I do want to get that back to bare metal, treat it, and then put some maritime blue over that just before it gets any worse. It's literally just where the water sits. I'll probably be able to get it off just by rubbing it, but you guys already know what I'm like. Right guys, and there we have it. This is going to be the end of this video, but I have got quite a bit to talk about. I'm quickly going to reel through a couple of things I've got jotted down. While on the subject of this video still, I'm buzzing with the banded steels and I'm so glad I've got them back. I've now actually sold the snowflake wheels. They went to a bloke that I know off Instagram and he was really happy with them. And also I will be carrying on the machine polishing in the next video when I've got a little bit more time. I have actually got a weekend set aside to carry out a couple of mechanical issues that I do have with the Mk2, including a couple of oil leaks and the shaft that's leaking CV grease all over my wheels. And the other day on that weekend I'm going to be perfecting all the paintwork and putting my machine polisher all over the panels. A bit of a coincidence, but that weekend is the one before the Isle of Wight takeover, which I'm going to be attending with my mate Ash. His escort isn't actually ready yet, but he's coming along with me. A couple of little things on that. We have booked our tickets and we're camping for the 2 nights. And I've also got a club stand going under the name Mk2 Mitch. If anyone wants to join that, just drop me a DM on Instagram or a message on Facebook and I'll talk you through the quick stages of joining the group stand when we're there. But it'd be great to see a lot of you attending. I know this is going on for a little while, but I'm going to try and keep it brief. This one, I can't really miss out. I have just hit 2,000 subscribers on the channel and I'm over the moon with it. It's growing just the way I want and yeah, I'm just so happy with the channel overall. I'm getting quite busy now, but I will always reply to you guys, whether it's a comment on my video or you DM me on Instagram or Facebook. I will always get back to you as soon as I can. So because I've hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A. And you can ask me questions down below on this video, or I'm going to put a dedicated post on my Facebook and Instagram pages where you can ask loads on there. Be inventive, it doesn't have to be about cars, but keep it clean. And I'm actually in the finishing stages of sorting out a 2,000 subscribers giveaway, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that as well. Right, I think that's about all I've got to say. I hope you guys are still enjoying the videos. I must admit I am really enjoying making them still and loving the way the channel's growing. Make sure if you did enjoy this video, give it a like, and if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel to see more. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you guys later.